Hey everyone, welcome to another review. And I just got back from seeing a couple movies, and yeah, I know some of these reviews are a little late, but yeah, I was busy this weekend. But yeah, just tonight I saw 3 new movies, and I thought I'd give you these reviews. And the first movie I saw was a movie that came out just on Friday. That was the horror movie Unfriended. Unfriended kind of looked like a weird kind of movie. I didn't know what to think about it. I'm like, oh guys, this is another like Paranormal Activity kind of movie. Oh, this movie is gonna suck. Well, maybe. But yeah, I saw the movie, and yeah, I'll get to that in a second. I thought I'd first talk about the story of this movie. The story of this movie is about a bunch of high school kids that are all talking to each other on Skype. Yeah, this entire movie is just on the main girl's Skype camera. It's basically like 5 kids, they're all talking and chatting, and it's the anniversary of their friend's death. Yes, a year ago, one of their friends died because she committed suicide and because of a prank, and no one knows who caused this prank and everything, and basically, yeah, these people are all talking and chatting and everything, but then something happens. Someone just logs into their Skype conversation, and they have no idea who it is, and we all know who it is. Yes, it's the friend, basically, coming back to haunt them, and basically none of them can get off their login chats, and none of them can log off their computers, because if they do, they will die. And some people try different things, and basically, most of these kids are getting killed one by one until the last one, and that last one, it pretty much is the person who pranked her. And yeah, this is basically a horror movie, found footage kind of style. It's a little submersive, it's a little unique, it's a little shaky, it's a little creative in some sort of a way. It's sort of trying to be realistic, almost kind of like the Paranormal Activities in a weird way. But yeah, I at times thought this movie was just trying to be like a gimmick. Basically, I was a little scared that this movie wasn't going to be good. I thought this movie would just be like interesting just because of the gimmick. It's a Skype movie, basically, and that hasn't been done. Well, sort of, it kind of was done. There was a movie last year called The Den. It's almost sort of like the same kind of deal with this movie, but I actually wasn't the biggest fan. I didn't hate that movie, but it kind of did what this movie did. This movie isn't completely original, but The Den kind of did it first, and so yeah, I'm like, oh, so this movie isn't fresh or anything. Like I've seen movies like this before, and honestly, yeah, this movie isn't just a gimmick. There is a lot of potential with this movie. Actually, there's a lot of good shit in this movie. So yeah, my opinion of this movie is there's bad shit in it, but I actually did enjoy myself very much. I'm mixed when it comes to horror movies. Like, there's a lot of more horror movies I love. Like, I love the classics, but even some new ones I enjoy, like The Conjuring and Insidious, but yeah, recently they've been sucking real hard on horror movies, especially last year. Last year had some shit horror movies like Annabelle and Ouija and shit like that. So yeah, I was like a little scared about this movie, and the critics are like very mixed about it. Yeah, on Rotten Tomatoes it's like a 62, 61%, so the majority seem to like it, but it's not like a straight up fresh. It's fresh, but it's not like certified fresh. So I'm like, oh, is this movie good? Like, it's just so mixed and split, and it's almost like watching Man of Steel or fucking shit, but like, yeah, it's a horror movie, Man of Steel. Everyone hates it, everyone loves it, and shit like that. But did I love it? No, I did not love it. But did I like it? Yes, I liked it. Okay, the stuff I liked. I liked the shots in this movie. It was a decently shot movie, and especially being on Skype and everything. Like, yeah, the shots aren't, like, crisp or anything, but the reason I liked it is because it was realistic. The shots felt real. I felt like I was actually part of this conversation with these people. I felt like I was actually talking with them, converting with them, and all this bad shit's happening. I felt like it was almost happening to me. Especially when you're going to see this in the pitch dark in the theater. You're like, oh my god, you actually feel like you're in this sort of world. You feel like you're in that conversation. You're like, oh my god, are they going to get out? Obviously, you know who or what is going to get in and get out, and you know who's going to live. Yeah, this movie is pretty predictable, but yeah. Okay, let's stick to the positives first. Another thing I liked, the acting isn't bad. The acting isn't great, but isn't bad. It's not bad. All these characters, unlikable characters, but the actors are playing them are actually decent actors, and actually them being unlikable actually made me like the movie a little more, not because I'm like, oh, I love asshole people. No, I liked it more because if they felt like real characters, and yeah, there are people, like teenagers, that are just complete assholes. They're complete douchebags, and these are them. This is the story about them and how they're all getting killed. And it was a little entertaining watching some of these people get killed. And some of the kills in this movie are actually pretty creative and pretty sneaky and pretty intense at times. And Yeah, and for a movie all on Skype, there wasn't as much shaky cam. Yeah, there was more shaky cam in another movie I saw today, and I'll get to that review later. But yeah, not as much shaky cam, which I liked, and the editing was fine. And yeah, again, I like the shots not because they're like crisp cinematography, grand shots, but they're realistic. I felt real, and I love that some of the cameras like turn on and off. It's all staticky and everything, but you feel like you're actually watching a real conversation. You're in the conversation, and yeah. Is this movie scary, though? No, it's not scary at all. Like I said, I don't get scared of horror movies, but even people who do get scared of horror movies, they won't find this movie scary, because it's not scary. It's got a lot of jump scares. And yeah, those annoy me. And the ending of this movie ends on a jump scare, and that annoyed me. I'm like, oh my god, that just took away from a lot of the shit in this movie. Because this movie actually had some creepy atmosphere and some creative kills and everything. I'm like, oh, I'm so into this movie, but it just ends with a jump scare, and I don't like that. And I hate jump scares. I call them cheap scares instead of jump scares. And yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like the ending of this movie. The ending of this movie kind of ruined it. I'm like, oh, it went typical generic horror movie ending on me, and I didn't like that. I was into this movie, but why? Why the fuck would they end the movie like that? I'm not gonna spoil how it ends, but I'm like, oh my god, they had to end it like a typical horror movie? Bullshit! And oh, that kind of annoyed me. But anyways, getting to the other good shit, it was a decently directed movie. The direction was fine. Like, it was well executed fine. And, like I said, they knew how to build atmosphere at times. And like I said, it was very creative at times. And it wasn't just a gimmick. Some people will think, oh, this movie's just good because it's a gimmick. The Skype thing, oh, it's just a Skype gimmick. And it's not. It's good. It's sort of new. It's sort of fresh. It's better than The Den. Like, I didn't hate The Den, but I wasn't a fan of The Den. I actually say I am a fan of this movie, Unfriended. It's not gonna go on, like, my top 10 favorite movies of the year. It's not gonna go on, like, one of my favorite horror movies, but I did enjoy it. The characters were unlikable, and that could be annoying to some people, but I liked it because they felt like real people. And, yeah, like, the kills were creative, the shots were good, the direction was decent, and, yeah, I felt like I was in this movie. I felt like I was talking with these people. It felt real, and it felt creepy, and I was really into this movie. The ending kind of took me out of it. I'm like, oh my god, why? And it did ruin a lot for me, but it didn't ruin the whole movie. And like I said, I did like this movie. I have problems with it, for sure, for sure. There's some stuff that I'm like, what? That doesn't make sense. But yeah, all horror movies, all movies in general, have plot holes. And just in this movie, the plot holes are just a little more noticeable, and yeah, I can live with that, but yeah, the plot holes were annoying, the ending was really annoying, but like I said, the good shit was good, and that is enough for me to recommend this movie. Unfriended is a movie you gotta see. If you love horror movies, and you love found footage movies, you'll freaking have a blast with this movie. You will fucking adore this movie. If you hate horror movies, this is not going to make you a horror movie fan, but you might still enjoy it. But yeah, if you hate found footage movies, oh yeah, you'll fucking despise this movie. But if you're in the middle, you might like it. You might find enjoyment out of it. So yeah, I would recommend it for sure. I enjoyed Unfriended. And a scale of 1 to 10, I give this movie a 7.2 out of 10. So yeah, check out Unfriended if you want to go see it. So in the comment section below, tell me, what is your favorite found footage horror movie? Yeah, found footage horror movie, what is your favorite? Comment below, let me know. And yeah, I do have a favorite found footage horror movie. It's Paranormal Activity 2. Yes, I hate on the Paranormal Activities. I hated the marked ones, hated the fourth one. I didn't care for the third one. The first two were the only good ones. The second one was my favorite, and it's probably like my favorite found footage horror movie. Not my favorite found footage movie in general, just found footage horror movie, Paranormal Activity 2. Man, I can't talk. But yeah, comment below, favorite found footage horror movie. Comment below, let me know. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to this channel, and join the dark side.